Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A run for Nick Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mayfield. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now it's Newton going to keep it himself. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Joey Bosa. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Eifert has it. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, here's Newton. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. Not much there, only a yard. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys can't.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. We'll find Gibson here complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On first down, Newton. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton to the left side here for Eifert. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air. Newton on second down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. Flushed out right. Caught Eifert over the middle. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 43-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Chubb. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
On the carry.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield on play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And, partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
Yeah, and I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this 3rd quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
Lambo to add on the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
a good pick up there, 26 yards.
Browns.
the carry, it's Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Number 24.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 44, Mayfield. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Newton. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Off play action, Newton. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The shotgun snap for Newton. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Newton on first down. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Newton to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
On the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
Following the interception, Mayfield forced out to his, and he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. They run, jump, and nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Jaguars 28, Browns 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns' drive about to get started. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Devon Hamilton able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
They'll start with the option.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Whistles now and a timeout.
41.
So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And 6.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
4th and 1.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
30-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Philip Lindsey, 30 yards. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Josh Lambo.
And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
A pickup of 2 yards.
They go play action. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For Jarvis Landry. Incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One last shot for Mayfield here. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jags, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.